Morning, children. How are you, all of you? Hope you're all fine. Okay, right. Then, shall we move to the next chapter? Okay, right. So, we were doing the chapter 13. Why do we fall ill, right? And you also know what is the difference between to be healthy and as well as what is disease or disease free also, isn't it? So you know that if a person is disease free, that doesn't mean that he is healthy, right? Because health constitutes many aspects, right? Which are the aspects which includes, which is needed for healthy living or for a healthy individual? Yes, good food, hygiene, yes, good drinking water, garbage disposal, good economic conditions, yes, equality among all the people or all the citizens, and many aspects come under health. Okay, we also saw there are two types of diseases based on the severity of the diseases. What are the two types of diseases, children? Yes, they are acute and chronic. Acute disease and chronic disease. Okay, acute disease, what do you mean by acute disease? Means the disease which lasts for only very few days and it does not have much impact on the health of the individuals. For example, common cold, typhoid, diarrhea, all these comes under acute diseases. Okay, what do you mean by chronic disease then? These are the diseases which last for a long time, maybe lifelong. Also, it will have a great impact on the health of an individual. For example, cancer, tuberculosis, diabetes, isn't it? All those, they have to suffer lifelong. Clear? Okay. Then shall we move to the next part of the chapter? Last class, I gave the introduction, or I just started with how are the diseases caused? What are the ways by which we get diseases, right? So, what are the reasons? What are the causes of diseases, children? Yes, most of the diseases are caused by germs. Yes or no? Right. And what else? How else we get diseases? We get diseases if we do not eat our food properly, if we do not take intake of nutrients properly. Then what type of diseases do we get, children? It's called as deficiency diseases. Yes, we also get diseases which is inherited, which is there while birth itself we get. What do you call such diseases? It is called as congenital diseases, right? Congenital diseases. And so these diseases which are caused by germs, and which are the germs, children? What do you call the germs now? The germs are commonly called as microbes. What are they? Microbes, right? And which are the microbes, children? Yes, they are the bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protozoans also. Protozoans and also some worms cause disease in human beings and other organisms also. Clear? Okay. And you know that the diseases which are caused by germs will spread from one person to another. Yes or no? Yes. What about deficiency disease? Will it spread from one person to another? No. Diabetes, heart failure, cholesterol, does it spread from one person to another? Never. Okay. So only the diseases which are caused by germs will transmit from one person to another, or from a from a sick person to a healthy person. Clear? And what are these diseases called now? These are the infectious diseases or communicable diseases. What are they? Communicable or infectious diseases. And what are the other type of diseases called? They are the non-infectious or the non-communicable diseases. Okay, children? So, communicable diseases are the diseases which spread from an infected person to a healthy person. And how does it spread from one person to another? There are means to spread, means of spreading from one person. How does cold spread from one person to another? Through air. Or if you touch a person, if you sit near a person having cold, you'll automatically catch cold. How does coronavirus spread? You know now, right? Every child in the world knows how it spreads now. Isn't it? Right. Okay. So, example, what are the means of spread? How does it spread from one person to another? Through water, through food, through vectors. What are these vectors, children? Can anyone tell me how do you get malaria? Yes, by the bite of mosquito. And is there any other species which spread diseases? Yes, housefly. Housefly, they sit on dirty places and they come and sit. When it sits on our food, it spreads the diseases, right? So these insects, some animals also, which serve to spread disease, are considered as vectors. Okay, so who are vectors, children? These are the insects or animals which help to spread diseases. Clear? Okay. Then physical contact. What do you mean by physical contact? Just touching. Okay, touching the person having that disease, you will get through that. Okay, or sexual contact. Can you name the diseases which are caused by sexual contact? Yes, sexual contact. AIDS, last year you studied, right? AIDS. And there are many diseases which you learn in higher classes. Okay, so there are not only AIDS, there are many more diseases which are sexually transmitted. Okay, and so these are the means of spread: water, food, vectors, air, and also physical or sexual contact. And you should also know by each means which all diseases spread by air, which all diseases spread through contaminated food and water, which all diseases spread by sexual contact. All these, at least 2 or 3 names you should be knowing, children. Okay, sure. But non-infectious diseases are which are not spread from an infected person to a healthy person. For example, beriberi. These are the diseases which are called as what? Undernourishment, caused because of undernourishment or not taking nutrients in proper amount. Clear? Blindness, night blindness, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, etc. Clear? Okay. So last year you studied which all organisms belong to the microbes category. Just now we mentioned those organisms, right? But among these microbes, not all of them cause diseases. Okay. The organisms which cause diseases are called as, what are they called? They are called as pathogens. What are they? Pathogens. Oh, who are these pathogens, children? These are the viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoans, and worms. Okay, as I told you, you should also know at least some diseases which are caused by these different agents or pathogens, right? Okay, so we look at that now. So viruses, yeah, the very first disease you can say is the coronavirus or COVID-19. Okay, common cold, influenza, measles, mumps, chickenpox, and AIDS. AIDS and hepatitis B both are sexually transmitted disease and both are caused by virus. Okay, bacterial disease, cholera, typhoid. How do cholera and typhoid spread, you know? Through contaminated food and water. Okay, tuberculosis, tetanus, anthrax, etc. Fungi. Fungi mostly causes skin diseases, and also it spoils our food, and if you eat that spoiled food it causes food poisoning, you know that. Okay, protozoans. Protozoans, and the diseases are amoebic dysentery, malaria. Can anyone name the protozoan which causes malaria? Yes, yeah, it is Plasmodium, right? What is a protozoan, children? Can you give an example of protozoan? Yeah, amoeba-like organisms belong to protozoan, right? And also sleeping sickness. And worms, they cause roundworms, ascariasis, which is called as intestinal infections. And it's also one more disease you have to know is elephantiasis. What is this elephantiasis? The legs becomes big, isn't it? That the disease is called as elephantiasis. Okay, so you should by heart or you should know at least 2 or 3 names of diseases caused by each of these pathogens. Clear? Now, how are the non-infectious diseases caused, children? The deficiency diseases, you know, it is caused by not eating balanced diet or foods containing enough nutrients in them, right? Okay, how do you get congenital disease, or how do you get blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, all these diseases? These are called as lifestyle diseases. You know, if you have a grandmother in your house, you may ask her if she is suffering from diabetes or cholesterol and high blood pressure. She may not be. But even consider now, when even at 35 years or 45 years, people suffer from these kinds of diseases. So these are called as lifestyle diseases. People eat and they do not do any work, isn't it? Lack of exercise in their body. All such is the reason, and also we live in a highly polluted environment nowadays. So these may cause cancer in a person, isn't it? But different kinds of pollutants may cause cancer. Okay, and also may cause many congenital diseases. When the child when it is born itself, it is born with abnormalities or deformities. Clear, children? So these are the ways by which non-infectious disease we get non-infectious disease, right? So that is all for today, children. We'll see next week. Okay, thank you all of you.